The movie begins with Levi Kane, a former United States of America Marine Scout War sniper, arriving at a remote and secretive location. He jumps out of the plane and descends in a balloon to a tall metal tower nearby, located on the western side of a deep gorge. A man named Jason Dean, who is the current guard at the tower, greets him. Jason Dean explains Levi's new mission. He must guard this gorge for 1 year. Jason Dean tells Levi that it's his job to make sure that no creatures called Hollow Men escape the gorge. Levi is told not to contact anyone, including the guard on the east tower across the gorge. Jason Dean warns Levi about an emergency protocol called Straydog, but does not explain it fully. As Jason Dean prepares to leave, he is suddenly killed by a mysterious woman named Bartholomew, who seems to be in charge of the operation. Levi is left alone in the tower. On the east side of the gorge, Drasa, a Lithuanian covert operative, takes her position in the east tower. She is also alone and has been given the same mission: guard the gorge for 1 year. Drasa has her own personal struggles, as her father is terminally ill and planning to die by suicide on Valentine's Day. Both Levi and Drasa begin their missions in isolation, living in their towers and keeping watch over the gorge. The towers are equipped with automated turrets, mines, and other defenses to help them fight the Hollow Men if they try to escape. The gorge itself is hidden by powerful cloaking antennas that prevent it from being seen by the outside world. After a few months of silence, Drasa breaks the no communication rule. Using written signs and gestures, she starts communicating with Levi across the gorge. They bond through their sharpshooting skills, even having a friendly competition by hitting targets on each other's sides. One day, the Hollow Men try to climb out of the gorge in large numbers. Levi and Drasa work together, using their weapons and the tower defenses to stop the creatures. Over time, their connection grows stronger as they continue to support each other from afar. 6 months into their mission, Levi decides to zip line across the gorge to visit Drasa. He brings food and supplies, and they have dinner together inside her tower. They share stories about their lives and spend the night together. Levi reveals that he is writing a poem for her. The next morning, as Levi returns to his side of the gorge, a mine explosion causes his zip line to snap. He falls into the gorge but manages to use a parachute to land safely. Drasa sees this happen and decides to go after him. She grabs her equipment, jumps off her tower, and parachutes into the gorge to help him. Inside the gorge, Levi and Drasa discover a strange and dangerous world. Plants and animals have been mutated by something in the environment, and the Hollow Men are revealed to be mutated soldiers who disappeared decades ago. The two of them find an old World War II bioweapons research lab that was abandoned after an earthquake caused a contaminant leak. This leak is what caused the mutations in the gorge. Levi and Drasa also learn that a private defense corporation called Dark Lake has been extracting samples from the gorge to create super soldiers. As Levi and Drasa explore the abandoned lab, they uncover records about a protocol called Straydog. This protocol is a failsafe designed to destroy the gorge completely with a nuclear explosion if the creatures or contamination ever threaten the outside world. Levi and Drasa realize that the gorge is a ticking time bomb, and they don't have much time to escape. They also find clues that Dark Lake has been monitoring their actions and plans to eliminate them now that they know too much. Levi and Drasa find an old military jeep in the lab. It is still functional, and they use it to navigate the dangerous terrain of the gorge. Along the way, they have to fight off mutated creatures and Hollow Men. They use their weapons and teamwork to survive. Levi uses the jeep's towing winch to climb out of the gorge while Drasa provides cover fire. They make it out of the gorge just as more Hollow Men swarm the area. Once outside the gorge, Levi and Drasa decide to separate for 5 days to ensure they have not been infected by the mutagens from the gorge. They agree to meet in France after the quarantine period. During Levi's regular radio check-in, Bartholomew contacts him again. She reveals that she works for Dark Lake and orders him to kill Drasa. Levi refuses, but Bartholomew sends a team of armed drones and mercenaries to hunt him and Drasa down. Levi and Drasa reunite and decide to fight back. They realize that as long as the cloaking antennas are active, Dark Lake can continue its operations in secret. Levi and Drasa infiltrate the tower and destroy the antennas. This action exposes the gorge to outside surveillance and triggers the Straydog failsafe. Bartholomew and her team arrive at the site but are caught in the resulting chaos. The nuclear explosion destroys the gorge, the towers, and everyone still inside the area, including Bartholomew and her men. After escaping the explosion, Drasa and Levi part ways once again. Drasa heads to France, while Levi deals with an injury that delays his journey. Sometime later, Drasa works as a waitress in a small restaurant where she waits with hope for Levi. One day, Levi surprises her by walking in. He explains that his injury caused the delay, but he never stopped trying to reach her. The movie ends with Levi and Drasa reuniting and kissing, having survived their ordeal and found a new beginning together.